Good morning. I'm here with Peter Cordova. He is the production designer on Survive the Game. It is very nice to meet you. How are you today?
It's a pleasure. I'm great. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm very excited. A lot of times we get to talk to obviously co-stars and directors, production designers. They do quite a bit of work on films, and so talking about the behind the scenes is very exciting.
Yeah, we do. We get the call, we get the script, and we're off. Excuse me. Um, yeah, I mean, the process is I look at a script, I read it quickly, and then I read it again slower, and then I read it again slower. And then I start making marks from day one pretty much as soon as I get a script, and we get in, we set up an office. Most of it's reference pictures. The walls are covered with everything we're looking at, thinking of. Just the way when the director comes in every morning, hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at this. And he says, yes, no, yes, no. So it's a good process. I like to line the hallways on my shows with everything. So on the way to his office, he has to walk by everything that's going on. And this way, if he says, I never saw that, I'm like, no, we stood here on 3:30 the other day, and I showed you that, and you said, good. You have it on tape? Yes, I do.
That's a very good idea, being that they got so much going on too.
They do.
Get yourself a backup.
Backup plan.
That was a little bit about Survive the Game.
Survive the Game was a fun, quick movie. Script was well written. Director was fantastic. DP was fantastic. And we, from day one, we all were like, yeah, this can work. It's going to be long and hard. We knew it going in. Quick shoot, but let's do it. And that was it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
What was it shot in one kind of farm location?
Yeah. So the location was one big, massive farm with everything on it that they needed to tell the story. Nice. Which is great. Of course, we had to alter a few things, build out a few things, but it was still all right there. So they just had to pace it. The biggest problem there was for the car chases to make sure everything was hidden. So there's a little bit of moving this stuff around because we had to. There was no choice, and it worked out well.
So the car chases were also on location?
On the property. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes during the car chase, it was shit, I forgot. Do I go left or right? Go right. No, go left. You can't go right. The cliff.
Oh, no, is it? Oh, man.
Yeah, so, it was crazy. Yeah.
So being a quick shoot, how do you prepare for that? I know you talked about your usual method, but you have a quick shoot. You have one location. What's the next step?
I'll give you the quick rundown for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I got a call on a Wednesday from the director, said call production. If I'm available, he wants me to come to Puerto Rico with him. I worked with James back in 2013 in Thailand. Wonderful kid. So I did that. I said yes. I talked to them on Thursday. They said you need to fly on Sunday. Packed a bag, got everything ready I needed, flew out on Sunday, started work on Monday. First meeting, director, DP was coming in a day later. James and I spoke, knew what he wanted, knew what colors we wanted that first day. And then that's when I started with reference photos and had a great assistant. We started setting up the hallway to put everything, the sets, the locations, what was needed on them, everything is on there.
So what was one of the biggest challenges to overcome, and how did you guys do it?
Communication.
Okay.
That was the biggest challenge on there. Besides getting the crane up there for a couple of the stunts, but the biggest challenge was the overall schema and size of the movie. But communication was the key. No matter where we were, what was going on, there was a solution. If anything arose, there was a solution for it because we pre-planned for this. This might happen. What do we do? So it was good. It was communication. I would have to say was the biggest challenge.
Mail's
Sorry.
Kind of took me by surprise.
Sorry, mail's in.
So how is it that you guys lay out things in order to keep the tempo and the pacing of filming something like this that needs to be done with a certain amount of time?
Yeah, well, the AD Canyon was was phenomenal. He was on top of that, and that's where it all starts. He does the scheduling, and it goes down the line. I get the schedule. Hey, I got to build this on a Tuesday. What? Are you kidding me? I run back in saying there's no way, or there is a way. And then it's like, well, if you can't do it, then when can I push it? So there's a lot of, it's a jigsaw puzzle, and then something like this, you think you have it until a few days before shooting, then something changes. And then it's, oh my God, what can we move to make it work? Once again, the jigsaw puzzle starts, and it all works out in the end because we all know the common goal, is to get the movie made. And so
Mhm.
it all works, you know.
So I want to ask you, being you're a production designer now for years, and you're able to be so quick thinking and be able to do things like this. How does one who's looking to get into that kind of job, what's some advice you'd have for them?
I mean, as far as production design, you have to get into the art department first of all. So if you're going to start in the business and you're in the art department, set decorating, props. I started as a prop assistant for theater, a builder, carpentry. I was always in the art department on any commercial, music video, whatever. So then you go into set dressing, hanging stuff, set decorating, going out shopping for stuff. So the vision starts to build. You see what you need and to do to get where you need to go. So get a job as a PA, get in the art department. If you're going to go to school, architecture, drawing, Photoshop, those are all tools you're gonna need, uh, and then everything else will just fall into place.
What,
But
what is one of the biggest changes you've seen throughout the years in being a production designer?
um, cell phones, Google, yeah, I've been doing this a long time. No phones, pay phones. I started in New York. I was working at the Metropolitan Opera. Then I got into doing TV commercials and music videos. Then got out of the business for a little while, started building hot rods, and then got back in the business down in Florida in like '96. Um, Pagers. Then you call when you get to a place to do a pickup. You call in, hey, I'm here. Do you need anything else? No, go to the next pickup. Your pager goes off. You got to pull over to a payphone. So mobile, Google. I have tons of books down here on art direction, colors, this, that, and the other thing. Google. It's the ease of which you can do things now. Communication. You need to see a picture right now. Yeah, here it is. You have it 3 seconds later. I remember when I used to have to go into meetings with file folders full of pictures from going shopping. Then they have to pick. Then I have to go back to the store. It's so much easier. Yes, get that. Okay, I'm here. It's I would have to say it's a big plus.
Awesome,
It
Peter.
also hinders it a little because people can get in touch with you at any given time. So I always shut
Oh,
my phone off. Oh, sorry.
oh,
Phone goes off at a certain time.
what was your favorite? What was your favorite scene to work on in Survive the Game?
Survive the game. Well, let me see. Uh, uh, I would have to say, I think the house, the interior of the house, I think was my first favorite set. And then it went to the warehouse that we had to construct and build out of nothing, or insert out of nothing. I think those two were my favorite sets in this movie because we had to redo the whole house, everything out, new stuff in, and it worked out. It worked out quite well. We made Chad Michael Murray's wife a artist in this, so a lot of artwork was laying around, and it filled up spaces nicely because you're on a budget. It's quick time budget. What can you get your hands on? How can we make this great? So yeah, that's how it's like, hey, I have an idea. She's going to be an artist because we could fill all this wall right here with art stuff, anything, canvases, this, that, and the other thing. And that helps to subdue.
Peter, I appreciate your time so much. Thank you so much for the
Thank you.
insight.
This is fun.
Yeah. Like I said, I love picking your brain about things like this, and especially on a movie like this. That's just go go go, action action action.
Yeah.
So it's
Action before, action during.
yeah. Thank you so much for your time. It was very
Thanks.
nice to meet you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Take care.